This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, it's the first day of rifle deer season, and if you're wild bout hunting, you're in luck because we have two gentlemen here to talk about hunting safety tips next. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com and in HD on Service Electric Cablevision, Channel 513. To the news we go. We're going to kick things off with our hunting safety story. An estimated 750,000 hunters are expected to enter the woods today as rifle deer season officially got underway in Pennsylvania. Lisa Sugar talked with two men who are experts on the topic.
Deer season officially opened today, and we're pleased to have two experts here with us to tell us all about it today. The host of Wild Bout Huntin', soon to be seen on SSPTV and on the Hunting Channel, Dennis Gantz, along with team member Jim Sharp. Both of these guys expert hunters and know what they're talking about. When I think of hunting, all I basically know is that, you should be out there, you could be seen in bright orange clothing. I know that's one of the rules, but there's so many others, Dennis. So what do our hunters need to know to be safe?
Well, what you want to keep in mind when you're out there hunting today and for the next 2 weeks during the firearm season here in Pennsylvania, make sure you have your hunting license first and foremost. But think about your orange requirements for safety. We have to wear 250 square inches of orange on our head, chest, and back that can be seen 360 degrees. That is the law with the Pennsylvania State Game Commission, so we want to be safe there. Going with the orange still, you can hunt in a ground blind. And if you are hunting in a ground blind, you do have to have an orange requirement that's visible either on the top of the blind or within 15 feet of the blind, so someone can see that you're hunting there on the ground. So you want to keep that in mind as well with your orange requirements. Okay. The other things that we want to keep in mind is a lot of guys are going to be hunting in tree stands, and then tree stands are great. A lot of folks still like to make their own homemade tree stands out of wood and stuff. Please be careful with those. Nails rust, wood rots, stuff's going to break. So make sure first and foremost that you're wearing a safety harness. There's many different brands out there. Wild Bout Hunting, we use Tree Spider safety harnesses, and we love them. They're lightweight, but they're durable, and they're going to last for a long time. They do usually have about a 5-year lifespan. If you happen to fall, and that safety harness does its job, it restrains you from hitting the ground, you need to replace that. So make sure of it. It's just like a car seat with a child. If they get into a motor vehicle accident, you got to replace it. With your tree stands, there's a lot of different kinds. There's climbing tree stands, there's lock-ons, and there's ladder tree stands. One of the things that you want to also keep in mind is a safety line. A lot of the companies are coming out with them now. We use Scent Blocker and Muddy, both of our sponsors, and they're safety lines that you can have to hook your harness into as you're climbing up and getting into the tree. This way you're always safely secured to that tree in case something, you slip, it's raining, it's snowing. We never know what the weather's going to be like on opening day of deer season. So safety is always a #1 priority. So we want to keep in mind those things when we're getting out and getting into our tree stands. And never carry a loaded gun up into the tree. Okay? Use a tow rope, make sure your gun is unloaded and chamber is open, and hoist your gun up once you're safely secured and sitting in that tree stand.
A lot of things to keep in mind. It's a very complicated process, not as easy as it sounds to just go out there and go hunting. And I know one of the rules that I've always been told anytime I did a story on hunting was always let someone know that you're going hunting, especially if you're going alone, but best to go with a friend.
It's best to always have a hunting partner, but if you can't and the only option is hunting alone, let somebody know where you're going. Let them know when you're in safely. Let them know when you leave. This way, if something happens, or they know where to find you. With today's phones and texting, shoot a text message. That's what we do with the team members. Hey, I'm out, I'm here. And then when we're done, we shoot a text back that we're safe. Some other things to carry with you are, with safety is, first of all, is water. Even though it might be cold, people don't think that you get dehydrated, but being hydrated is just as important in the cold as it is in the warmth. We carry little first aid kits for cuts and bruises, and I carry a little mini survival kit. I carry some cotton balls and some tea candles and matches and a lighter. In case something you get turned around and lost, at least you could build yourself a little fire, or if you did fall and get yourself hurt, you can light a fire and they could, help track you with the smoke.
Okay. And I know we were talking earlier too that there is a distance that people have to pay attention to from home so that you're hunting safely.
In Pennsylvania, it's a 150-yard safety zone from any residential area we're building.
All right. Very good advice for anyone who is heading out into the woods for the hunting season. Dennis, you're working on your show. That's going along great, so we're going to continue to provide updates. We'll have you back for some more important information, and you'll keep us going on what's happening with Wild Bout Hunting as well.
Oh yeah, we're in the woods. It's hunting season. It's in full swing. We've been traveling a lot. We've been in Ohio. We've been in New York. We're going to be going back to Ohio, and we're hunting all over to Pennsylvania. So watch for the Wild Bout Hunting truck and check us out on our website and all our social media. We've got our hoodies are. You can order those right now in time for Christmas, and we got a lot of different apparel going on. So just follow us. We appreciate the support.
All righty, and we're glad to have you as part of our team. Wild Bout Hunting, telling you how to stay safe when you're out in the woods this hunting season.
Thank you, Lisa. Maybe you can use those tips, and maybe we'll see Lisa in a tree stand when Wild Bout Hunting debuts here on SSPTV. Let's get to our headlines right now from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton City Council meeting scheduled for 6 p.m. Tuesday night at Hazleton City Hall has been canceled. No word on whether or not this meeting will be rescheduled. Luzerne County Council passed an ordinance last week that it hopes will protect dogs left outside in the extreme cold and heat. The new ordinance forbids leaving dogs outside and unattended for more than 30 minutes if the temperature drops below 26 degrees. It also forbids leaving dogs outside for more than a half hour in temperatures above 92 degrees or if the National Weather Service issues a severe weather advisory. Agents from the SPCA will first issue a notice of violation on first offense. Violators will be given 1 day to comply. The agents will also have the authority to temporarily confiscate dogs whose owners do not comply. Because regulation of pets is normally handled by municipalities, the state constitution requires a 15-month waiting period before the ordinance can be enforced. That means the new ordinance cannot take effect until March 1st of 2017. Students from 2 different eras filled the halls of one local school over the weekend. The Viking spirit was alive and well as the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School hosted an event entitled "The Spirit of the Viking Continues." The newly renovated school once housed the former Bishop Hafey Junior Senior High School. Like Hafey, the Maple Manor school mascot is the Viking. On Saturday, a nice crowd turned out for the official ribbon cutting and activities. As part of the celebration, many Hafey alums came out to see the building that once housed their alma mater. The event was held as a fundraiser to benefit the school's library. The newly created Hazleton Area Education Foundation is a nonprofit arm of the Hazleton Area School District, which planned the event that included tours and plenty of Hafey memorabilia. Anyone who missed the open house can still help. You can donate a book in memory or in honor of someone. You can call Lainey Drobnock at 570-459-3111, extension 3171. It's been a holiday tradition for 15 years. The McAdoo Community Civic Association is once again doing its part to send a piece of home to our military men and women serving our country. The organization is looking to send cards to military personnel to let them know that they're being thought of this holiday season. Association Chairwoman Mary Lambert is inviting the public to provide addresses of military family and friends who are out of the area for the holidays. For more information, you can contact Lambert at 570-929-3658. You have the opportunity to have your picture taken with 2 celebrities at the same time. This Wednesday, the Greater Hazleton chapter of the Penn State Alumni Association will present photos with Santa and the Nittany Lion. Simply bring a new unwrapped toy in exchange for the photo. You can also bring your own camera as well. The photos will be taken from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. at the Harlem Lounge at Pasco Shival Hall at the Penn State Hazleton campus. All toys will benefit Brandon's Forever Home and the Ronald McDonald House at Geisinger Medical Center in Danville. And you're invited to share the Christmas spirit and at the same time help out children in search of a forever home. SSPTV and the Making a Difference Foundation have teamed up with the Making a Difference Ministries to bring you Christmas with a twist. This beautiful holiday concert will take place this Thursday, December 3rd at Sand Springs Country Club, 10 Clubhouse Drive in Drums. This old-fashioned country Christmas concert begins at 6:30 p.m. Simply bring a new unwrapped toy for admission, a toy for a child from infant up to the age of 16. All proceeds benefit Brandon's Forever Home, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping children in foster care find their forever home. For more information, you could go to unitybymusic.org or call Pastor Stephen at 570-899-2264. Coming up a little later on FYI, we'll get you caught up on local sports after the Thanksgiving holiday, plus Ron Marchetti has trivia treats. And up next, we'll talk about a special Christmas tradition in the Hazleton area.
This is FYI News 13, Brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
This Friday is also the first Friday in December. It also marks the monthly celebration known as First Friday in downtown Hazleton. One event that will be taking place this Friday is called Dainty Defense. It's a free self-defense seminar being offered by Core Fitness in Hazleton. The presentation will feature Kathy Keene, who is a certified rape aggression defense instructor. Dainty Defense will take place this Friday, December 4th at 5:30 p.m. at Core Fitness, 711 West Broad Street in Hazleton. To register, call 570-954-3906, and we will have more on First Friday later this week on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Howdy there, media partner. The sun was shining down on Wyoming Street and all of Hazleton this afternoon. Will it stick around? Let's see. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. The short answer is no. Tonight, rain likely, mainly after 4 a.m. It will be cloudy, low of 35 degrees, east wind around 7 miles per hour. On the 4-day outlook, Tuesday, rain, high near 45 degrees. New precipitation amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch possible on Tuesday night. More rain, low will be 42 degrees. As new precipitation amounts can be between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch. On Wednesday, once again, showers likely, cloudy with a high near 49 degrees. Wednesday night, there is a 40% chance of showers. Our low will be 34 degrees. On Thursday, the sun makes a comeback. We'll have a high near 43 degrees. And then Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 31. Friday will be sunny with a high of 43 degrees. And then Friday night, mostly clear, low of 30 degrees.
You are invited to come celebrate the arts as part of the annual Community Christmas sponsored by the Can Do Student Action Committee. And I'm pleased to be joined by two of the co-advisors for that committee, Charlie Burkhart to my left and Nancy Stasko, who is the Director of Administration for Can Do. Charlie, I'm going to start with you. I can't believe this is the 23rd annual Can Do Community Christmas, but it's even longer than that because you started this whole idea for Community Christmas way back when.
Yeah, it was, I guess it was in the early or the late 80s, early 90s. When I was on council in City Hall, we had wanted to get the arts involved, the kids in school, so we had send a Christmas card to City Hall. And we hung them up and we thought, well, let's coordinate something with the tree lighting for the holidays, and called my buddy Ray Smith, and he got the chorus together, and then we got the band together and different choral groups from elementary school, and we had a nice little celebration at City Hall. When I left council, that sort of fell by the wayside at City Hall until just recently. And I asked Kevin O'Donnell when I was on the Can Do board if we could maybe do something with Can Do and coordinate everything with the Student Action Committee, since that we have high school kids involved on the board. And he said, yeah, let's run with it. So it's been 23 years we're doing it with Can Do.
Wow, that's amazing. Things don't usually last that long. And Nancy, this has grown bigger and better every year.
Yes, it has. We started out in the Renaissance Center, and it was extremely packed there, but a great time. And we've now moved over to Christ Lutheran Church on Green Street in Hazleton, and it's the perfect venue for us.
Now, this event is free, so people come, and it's taking place Wednesday, December 2nd from 6 to 7:30, as you said, at Christ Lutheran Church. So they don't need a ticket, they just come out.
Exactly. The event is free to the public. There's free refreshments. Our student board members help the little ones write their letters to Santa. We have entertainment from the various schools, and we have some wonderful sponsors. Gottstein Corporation and Humboldt Industrial Supply both sponsor the T-shirts that all of the performers wear. Arc Electric is a sponsor. Tootsie Roll Industries and Keystone Job Corps.
Okay, and they're donating cookies, right?
They are, and they're wonderful. Please come on out and join us for the event.
Wow. So many children involved in this, Charlie. Can you give us a hint of some of the performances that will be taking place?
Well, yeah, one thing is, one of the missions of Can Do in the Community Relations Committee is, and with the Student Action Committee, is to give back a little bit to the community. And this is one way that the students decided to, grab hold of this and go. And we have representatives on our committee from all of the area high schools, Weatherly, Marion, the STEM school, the high school, MMI, so that the whole area is covered. And we like to get representatives from those schools participate in the event. We have the Hazleton High School Chorus is going to perform. We have the band, the jazz band from the high school. We have the Heights Terrace Elementary Jazz Band or Jazz Ensemble. We have MMI Jazz Ensemble or Chamber Ensemble performing. And we have third grades from Heights Terrace High School are going to be singing their chorus. So it's, and we're going to have a little visit from Santa too later on in the event.
Bring your cameras, come out, see Santa, enjoy some wonderful music, some great cookies from the Keystone Job Corps Center in Drums. It's a really wonderful event, and it must be because it's been going on for well over 20 years. So we hope everyone will come out again on Wednesday, December 2nd, starting at 6 p.m., and that is at Christ Lutheran Church, Church and Green Streets in Hazleton. Merry Christmas to both of you, and thank you so much to Can-Do and the Student Action Committee for bringing this wonderful event to our community each and every year.
Thanks again, Lisa. Before we go to break, let me read you our midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 82, pick 3, 019, pick 4, 5445, and pick 5, 23277. When we come back, I have the scoreboard and Ron Marchetti has trivia treats.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Well, I'm sad to say that I ate 5 helpings of turkey on Thanksgiving and a serving of tofurkey with my wife. That's my problem, though. I'm even more sad to announce that the fall sports season in our viewing area is officially over, but we do have a lot to be thankful for. The District 11 Single A football champions, the Marion Catholic Colts, their season ended against Bishop McDevitt. They are also the 2015 FYI Coal Scale champions. KJ Snurr, he racked up 144 yards for Marion in this state Single A playoff game. Aaron D'Angelo also, he blocked a punt in the game and recovered the ball in the end zone. Marion made it 21-13 in the third quarter, but Bishop McDevitt ran the ensuing kickoff back for a touchdown, and that pretty much ended things there for Marion, but a great season for them. Monomoy area quarterback Mason Ryan was the MVP of the North team as they beat the South in the Schuylkill County Football Coaches Association All-Star Game. Fellow Golden Bear Lenny Dulski, he scored on a 51-yard run in the game. The Unico All-Star Game in Pittston went to the Pioneers. Hazleton area's Jose Cabrera caught the first down of the game as he hauled in a 19-yard pass. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, well, they had their 11-game winning streak snapped on November 20th. No worries, they now have a 4-game winning streak going. They won 2 games at the Mohegan Sun Arena over the weekend. And you know what I learned over the Thanksgiving holiday? Ron Marchetti makes a great Bloody Mary. He's not here to serve beverages, though. He's here to drop some sports knowledge on us.
Goodbye, November. Hello, December. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. Exactly 70 years ago tomorrow, in 1945, in the first post-World War II football matchup between the service academies, top-ranked Army built a 20-0 first-quarter lead and routed number 2 Navy 32-13 before a crowd of 100,000 at Municipal Stadium in Philadelphia. Among those in attendance was President Harry Truman. The victory gave the Cadets their second consecutive undefeated season and national championship. That happened a full 7 decades ago. This happened 59 years ago today. Let's change the sport from football to boxing and the site from Municipal Stadium in Philadelphia to Chicago Stadium in Chicago. Also, on the final night in November of 1956, Floyd Patterson defeated Archie Moore to win the heavyweight boxing championship that was vacated in April when 1956 previous champion Rocky Marciano retired. Moore came into that fight a slight favorite, but in the 5th round, he was knocked down by Patterson's left hook. Moore struggled to his feet, but went down again during a fury of punches. He got up again, but the fight was stopped. At the age of 21, Floyd Patterson became the youngest boxing champion in history, although Moore admitted to being 39 years old at the time. It was later revealed that he was actually 42. Mother of God! Had he won, Archie Moore would have been the oldest heavyweight champion in boxing history. Only hours earlier, on that same day, November 30th, 1956, Don Newcombe was announced as the winner of the very first Cy Young Award. Newcombe was 27-7 for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Remember the Dodgers' #1 radio and TV announcer in 1956, the one and only Vin Scully? Yesterday, Vin Scully celebrated his 88th birthday. And believe it or not, Mr. Scully is still an active announcer for the Dodgers in L.A. Back to the gridiron. And finally, in 1966, 49 years ago yesterday, at D.C. Stadium in Washington, D.C., the Redskins clobbered the New York Giants 72-41 in the highest scoring game in NFL history. With the score 69-41 and 7 seconds remaining, Redskin coach Otto Graham ordered Charlie Gogolak to kick a 29-yard field goal, allowing his team to break the previous regular season record of 70 points set by the 1950 Los Angeles Rams. By the way, the Redskins beat the Giants yesterday, which means both teams are tied for first place in the NFC East with 5 and 6 records. But even so, both teams stink. Till Friday, stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news first. Tonight, happy first birthday to Elijah DeGangi. Love from Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, and Uncle Frank. In our Talk of the Town report, the Pennsylvania Theater of Performing Arts will be presenting The Happy Elf, December 3rd through 6th and 10th through 13th. All performances will be held at the J.J. Farrar Performing Arts Center, located at 212 West Broad Street in downtown Hazleton. Full holiday dinner buffet is available 90 minutes prior to the curtain. For reservations, just call 570-454-5451 or check out ptpashows.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Thomas C. Burns of Drums. Friends may call Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Kevin D. Wackley of Tamaqua. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Rosary Roman Catholic Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Marsada Kennedy, formerly of West Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the St. Jude's Roman Catholic Church in Mountaintop. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the DeSiderio Funeral Home. Nicholas Mistitian of Freeland. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Christopher J. Habina, Sr. of Haddock. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Church of All Saints in McAdoo. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The Damiano Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Martin A. Mrazinski of Whitehaven. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the St. Patrick's Church. Friends may call Friday from 2 to 4 and 6 to 8 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home.
Thank you for watching today. Let's do it all again on Tuesday. In sports, we'll talk about a new 5K race coming to our area in December, making its debut. Until then, take it easy, everyone.